Alright, I am off to the Relic Passage to get a little bit of training in. This guy says, I'm here collecting shards so that I can have my Pokemon be taught moves. They can be found in the dust clouds, but rarely you'll find a Pokemon instead. And he gives us the Find Treasures Fun Fest mission. So anyway, let's continue on, and I will throw out a Super Repel, so that way I don't get a bunch of Boldore trying to take me out. Considering they have the Sturdy ability, so they can't get KO'd in one hit. She says, my path and yours, they cross here and now. Backpacker Eileen. So we're probably going to be meeting a lot of ground-type Pokemon and rock-type Pokemon here. So my Snivy, or my Servine, sorry, I keep on saying Snivy, but my Servine should be a pretty good choice here. Alright, and one more Leaf Blade should do the trick. And there we go. I should probably heal up my Servine. So let's find a Super Potion and heal it up. Actually, my Ampharos is currently... I'll try to sort this stuff by name. Anyway, my Ampharos is currently poisoned. So, might as well cure that real quick too. And now we are back on the trail, and this should be a Drillbur. Oh snap, it's actually an Onyx. So if I can actually get it down to a decent amount of health, I think I'll try to catch it, but I wouldn't doubt it if I just like wanted to KO it. Yep, because Onyx has really good physical defense if I'm not mistaken, but not amazing special defense. So anyway, let's continue on. And I might as well throw out my dowsing machine. So here we gotta go to the other side and use strength. Although, this is kind of pointless to be honest. So, yeah. I mean, there's a path the other way around, and this doesn't really actually give you anything. So, I don't really understand why that's there, but anyway. Hold up. Did you know this path was supposedly made ages and ages ago? Just like you, dude? Oh, snap, you're old. Hiker Keith. And we got ourselves a Drillbur to knock out. And this should be pretty simple. Although it might take like 2 hits. Never mind. Da-da-da-da. Now we got Roggenrola, which probably has Sturdy, so I probably won't be able to knock it out in one hit. But we'll just have to see. Boom. Well, even if it did, I didn't actually do that much damage. So... Actually, now that I think about it, I think up here is a dead end that leads to an item. So I might as well go up here. Yep, and we get a protein. And here is a backpacker to battle. First, one big last gulp. Hold your breath. So we're facing Randall, which is kind of a creepy name, in my opinion. No offense to any Randalls out there. But now that I think about it, the reason why I think the name Randall is creepy is probably because of the show Recess. So I used to watch that when I was a kid. And the dude that sucked up to, man, I forget her name, but the old white-haired chick that wore, like, muumuus on the show. It was like an animated show, but anyway. Like, that was the guy's name. He sucked up to her, and he was, like, the rat of the group, essentially. So that's probably why I don't like that name very much. But anyway, let's continue on. And eventually here, we're actually going to find ourselves at the Castelia Sewers. A lake that spreads beneath the earth, and the hiker who waits beside it. Hiker Tobias. Alright, finally we have a non-ground or rock type. Oh, that worked out pretty damn well. So anyway, there was a hidden item down here that the dowsing machine was picking up. Although, there's one over here. Bam, blue shard. And then now there's one over here, a max repel, which is kind of inferior to a super repel, but whatever. Now we're getting some more. And we got a green shard. Looks like we're having another area that's like shards of the rainbow. I'll borrow this ruin's power to power up my own psychic powers. Power. Psychic Tully. We got a Swoobat, which is not very good for me. So I think I will make my Servine bounce. And I'll send out Ampharos. Alright, just barely, so hopefully he doesn't do a lot of damage. Alright, and I can learn Coil, and if I'm not mistaken, it's really not that great of a move, but... Alright, raises attack and defense stats as well as its accuracy. You know what? I think I'd rather just stay with growth. And there we go, that's it. So I bet that dust cloud that was there earlier is probably gone. And what do you know? My Servine is evolving. So now I got a Superior, a Superior. And actually, if I really wanted to, I could go back to the Pokemon World Tournament, and I could learn the, man, I forget what it's called, but like the Blast Burn type move for Superior, which I believe it's more or less like Hyper Beam, except just, like type themed. But anyway, let's push this around. So I think this actually leads somewhere. Boom. Unlike the other boulder that had absolutely no purpose. Nope, never mind. This one doesn't have any use either, other than kind of letting us know that there's a puzzle around. It's coming, it's coming. The ancient spiritual power. Now my cute little Snivy is turned into a nasty looking, like, snake thing. Alright, and now we have a Yamask. You mask, me mask, we all mask. Alright, so I'm now officially out of leaf blades to use. Although I guess I could use an ether. The ancient power, the sacred power. Alright, let's pick up whatever item we got here. A red shard. And what shall we find in here? It's actually the Relic Castle. And from what I remember, the only worthwhile thing in this area is... well, actually we have an item right here. A sunstone. And up in that area to the top is a Volcarona. So here we have an Ultra Ball, which is always nice, considering they're pretty much useful throughout the entire game, as soon as you get them up until you want to stop playing. So here we have a Volcarona, and in reality I already have a fire type, so I don't really plan on using it. And also I can just, you know, catch another one at any time. Although this one may have like a hidden ability or something, who knows. But you know what? Actually, I think, depending on how long it will take, I might as well try to catch it. And if I don't catch it, it's no big deal. So I will start off with Thunder Wave. And you know what? Let's see what Thunder Punch does. I'm thinking it shouldn't knock it out. There we go. In fact, it's not even super effective, because of its secondary bug type. So wow, it has a really badass strategy too, actually. It has me burned, it has me taking damage from fire spin every turn. And because I'm burned, my attack is not as powerful as it typically is. So, yeah, it made quick work of my Ampharos. So, let's see here. I don't really think I have any Pokemon that will knock it out in one hit. Actually, yeah, you know what? Fighting isn't... It definitely won't be super effective. Although it did next to nothing. And that's not good for me. If I'm going to try to catch it and get it down to the red. I want to at least get it down into the red. So hopefully one more hit. And it won't use anything like Leech Life again. There we go. We are now into the red. And it didn't use a healing move. So hopefully I can throw out an Ultra Ball, which I currently have 3 of, just from picking them up randomly around the game, and hopefully this catches it. Wow, it didn't. Alright, one more Ultra Ball. Hopefully it'll do it. There we go. That wasn't too difficult. Thought to be an embodiment of the sun, it appeared during a bitterly cold winter and saved Pokemon from freezing. Which probably ties into like the mythos of QRAM and all those guys. So I think I should make a video on that. Pokemon mythology in each generation, or just the like the themes of each generation of Pokemon. Because in the first generation, it's all about like DNA manipulation and kind of creating life a little bit. And then the second generation is more like, it's kind of like the traditional Japanese mythology. And then, let's see, the third generation is about weather, although it also has like DNA stuff with Deoxys. But mainly it's about weather with Rayquaza and Kyogre and Groudon. And then the fourth generation is about like creationism and time and space. And then this generation is about, I guess, like the balance of the world, if you want to look at it that way. With, you know, Zekrom and Reshiram kind of acting as the yin and yang of the universe, and also like Castelia City being like the pinnacle of technology, and then on, you know, the opposite side we have like Pinwheel Forest being completely just engulfed in nature. So I find that kind of stuff interesting because I'm kind of into literature, and more so literature and video games, because to be honest I don't really like reading. Although I like to kind of delve into the world of whatever game I'm playing. So anyway, I think that is a pretty cool idea for a video. So I think I'll probably do that one of these days, very soon. And in the meantime, we got a yellow shard. And I think that's it for this little area over here. Although it's showing me there is a hidden item over there. Over to the right. But, oh, never mind. And actually, once we go through this door, we can loop back around here, I think. Although I wasn't aware that it would, actually put us technically back in that room. So, if we jump over here, this is just the area near the Castelia Sewers that we've already explored. So, until we find all the items over here, we will want to refrain from dropping down over there. So, here we have 3 items all in a row. An Ultra Ball, a Rare Candy, which is always awesome, instant level up, and a Rocky Helmet, which deals out damage to any Pokemon that physically come into contact with Pokemon holding it. And we have a hidden Rock Gem, which is like a consumable item that is 1 use and increases rock type attacks by, I think, 50%. So it's actually a really good item. So we don't want to drop down there yet, and if we drop down here, although we're doomed to go back to the Castelia Sewers, we also get an item, and it's a Max Repel, so it's really not worth it, to be honest. But at the end of the day, now we're back, over here, and we've already been over here in the Castelia Sewers. But the thing that makes it not too bad is the fact that, ooh, it looks like I missed an item. An escape rope. And actually, hey, what do you know? That's one way to go about it. Either A, you can exit through the Castelia Sewers and then just use fly, or B, you can use an escape rope. And from there, we're going to spin around like a ballerina, and we're going to find ourselves right back outside. So that's everything in the Relic Passage. And the only thing left to do now is to go to Route 6, which is at the northwest corner of Driftveil City. And from there, we will be going from Route 6 to Chargestone Cave, maybe even Mr. Alton Cave, and then to Mr. Alton City, eventually, where we will take on Skyla. So, anyway, up next is going to be Route 6, so I'll see you there.